What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm back with my once every 3 month video. So I got some catching up to do as usual. I wanted to get my stuff all put away. It's been stacking up over the last few months. Things have been really slow. I think all of January I went without a single TTM return because I think I sent maybe 2 TTM in December. So, but let's see, January. In February, I've been sending a lot, so I got a big backlog of new TTMs out. Actually, I got 3 on Saturday. Yesterday was President's Day, so there was no mail. But everything's been going good here, man. I've just been super busy with family, my job, mostly those kids, man. My kids keep me just going a million miles an hour. So, yeah, I'm still thumbs upping your videos. I'm still making comments here and there. Hope you guys see me there. So, still supporting YouTube. See some new guys back like the boss, Jeremy Daniels. See him back. Biggie. See him back. So seeing Garrett do his thing still. So yeah, some plug. Do a plug for my TTM MMA group. It's on Facebook. It's a closed group. We got about 400 members. A good address database for a starting point to send MMA TTM. So it's called TTM MMA, all one word. I'm an admin there, not the creator of it, but I'm pretty active. So actually, there's actually a giveaway going on now. I think that ends in a little bit. Just giving away a signed card because there was no mail on President's Day. So did a little giveaway. Just whoever who made a comment or hit the thumbs up on the giveaway. So just pop in there and see what's up. Even if you're not into TTM MMA or at UFC or Bellator or whatever, even if you're not into it, still it's autographs and a good community where there's no BS and stuff like that. So with that said, I'm going to get moving on stuff. I actually have a big IP of Giannis Antetokounmpo that we did shoot. I don't even remember. November, frickin' November says here on my receipt. So yeah, let's get to it. Maybe I'll, we'll see what we got. Got a pretty big package. That's what she said, from a big MMA collector, and these are all Series 1, or what they called Round 1 autographs. This is the original MMA or UFC top set, and these are pretty much, the OGs of. Let me see if I can get this right. I think you guys are crooked. You should be good now. Check out the world. So I made a big swap for these extra round ones from a guy named Kerry. And this is Art Jimerson, Tank Abbott, Mike Goldberg. Let me see if I can get a focus. Just doing the YouTube capture here. That guy. Fabricio Verdum. Again, these are all round 1 cards. Jason Dent. And most of these are all first timers in my collection. Wilson Govea. Tyson Griffin. Thiago Alves, who recently lost this past weekend in Austin. Nepal, Gabriel Gonzaga. Heath Herring. This was Brock Lesnar's UFC debut opponent. This is Brad Imes getting hit by Rashad Evans. So this is rolling back the clock to 2009 when this was issued. Matt Hamill. Actually, I think this is Jesse Forbes. So a lot of the round ones were matches. So this is Matt Hamill versus Jesse Forbes. So this is Jesse Forbes getting cracked. That's Matt Hamill. He's actually a deaf fighter. Frankie Edgar, who's fighting soon, versus Brian Ortega. Check that out. Kurt Pellegrino. Houston Alexander, and then a couple checklists signed by Bas Rutten and Big John McCarthy, who's now being a collar commentator and hype guy at the desk for Bellator. So that was half the stack, or half the package. Here's the other half. Guy Metzger signed checklist. Dana White, Clay Guida, Clay the Carpenter Guida. Forrest Griffin. I can't see on my camera. The holder's in the way. This must be, sign on the back. Not cool, but whatever. Steve Mazzagati's a ref. Signed in silver there, kind of hard to see. What's this? Yeah, that dude. Sincade, signed on the back instead of the front. I have this one, Dustin Hazlett. Shoney Carter. I think there's another card in here. The same card signed, same card in here, but it's, yeah. So see, this one's signed by Matt Serra. Matt Serra's got back control here on Shoney Carter. And this one's signed by Shoney Carter. Some of these would be cool with duels, though, right? James Irvin, who's actually that guy, not this one. Matt Arroyo, the other guy signed one. This John dude. This one's cool. You guys seen a lot of these on my channel. Rich Franklin. Matt Brown, the Immortal. It's kind of hard to see in beat silver. This is a legend. Mark Coleman is a UFC Hall of Famer. Obviously, you guys should know Chuck Liddell. He's in back of most of my my videos when I'm on camera. Randy Couture, Rory Markham, and this is Art Davies, signed in silver on a checklist. Art Davies, I think, was the originator of UFC back in 1994, 93, 94. So that's rolling back the clock big time. So these really are a prized gem. These are really, you know, if I was to be, I've never really collected these TTM because they're expensive, because it's the original UFC top set. So I had a chance to get a set for $40 plus a signed card, but I just couldn't pull the trigger because I just couldn't commit to making sure they all got out. Sticking to the MMA, these were done in person at a Bellator event by my buddy Neil, who I've mentioned many times on here. So I got 3 of Chael Sonnen. That was Rampage Jackson, who was in the A-team. Another one of him and John Jones on a poster, and then him versus Anderson Silva, when Anderson Silva squeaked out a win in the 5th round with a minute to go. Roy Nelson just lost this past weekend in the Grand Prix tournament in Bellator. Frank Mir, who's fighting Fedor Emelianenko coming up in April near here in Chicago. I may cruise down there and see what I can do, get to the event, maybe do some IP myself. Fingers crossed. Ryan Bader, who's a current light heavyweight champ for them, he's in the Grand Prix as well. There's a flag parallel, another flag parallel from 2014 Bloodlines. And then Phil, Mr. Wonderful Davis, who used to be the champ before he was beat by Ryan Bader in a decision fight. And then here's a 2013 Finest, which was one of my favorite sets back in the day. It's weird when I look at my walls in the other room, how many sets I've exhausted TTM and how many displays I've been able to put together. It's just been, I just was in another world back then doing 20 TTMs a day, it seemed like. Let's see, what should I do? Let's do the Giannis reveal for those of you guys who wanted to see another sport. Giannis did a Bucks appearance because they're sponsored by some grocery store chains here in Wisconsin. So my kids and I went out there, I dropped them off, and went back to get my other son from school. So we got a couple 11 by 14s done, I think. 11 by 17, I'm not sure. So this one was to Luke. We wanted to get something personalized just because we're not selling anything, and figured he'd give us a better signature if we did some inscriptions. So you can see what we did. We put a post-it note and asked for the inscriptions. I did the same, but I think only Joey, only Joey got the inscription. So here was Joey's favorite basketball player, LeBron, and there's Giannis posting them up, and Giannis, the table jockey, actually told him to inscribe it. So nice ink from Giannis. I think maybe mine's in here. So then I was with him, obviously, and I just got this done. So this is just an 8x10. So yeah, wasn't going to invest a lot of money into the items, but I did find out I do have a Giannis Antetokounmpo rookie card that I'm going to try to sell. Found out it's worth like $180. Let me see if I have it up here. Yeah, it's right here on my shelf. Check this baby out. Anybody want this, you let me know. I'll move it, that's for sure. Found out this sucker is $180 some in completed listings, sold listings. So we'll see what we can do about that, because I don't need that thing for that. I'm not into basketball cards. I actually made a trade for somebody on Instagram for a bunch of my cards, and at the time I don't think it was worth that much money. If it was, shame on them for not knowing, because I sure the hell didn't know. So here, getting through one more fat stack of cards. This is all TTM. These are my custom rookie cards from the Rookies app on App Store. Nice getting that little letter back from Sean Spencer. Signed 101 custom for me. Nicely in gold. Same with Tony Martin. Luis Smoka, plus the last Samurai inscription. Without that, his signature is really crappy. Sam Cecilia. This one was cool. This is actually Becky Lynch's boyfriend. Becky Lynch from WWE. She's a, I was going to say a diva, but I don't think I call them divas anymore. So here's Luke Sanders. Got a hookup from my buddy Kelly, who also sent me some of these Idaho Spuds, which are freaking tremendously delicious. They are like chocolate marshmallow flavored inside with hard candy chocolate shell outside with coconut flakes all over the outside. Freaking good. And these are cards that he's given to me over the last couple months. Had to get a Conor McGregor. He got a big base lot, and there was some McGregor, so I snatched that baby. This is a UFC Topps Fire, Frankie Edgar, Lyoto Machida, Ryan Bader with a more complete signature. One of my favorite fighters, if not my favorite, top favorite, Michael Bisping, the Count Bisping, and then this is gonna be an extra Patrick Cote and a Bloodlines, and again the UFC Hall of Famer Mark Coleman. All right, I think we're going good here, boys. So we got some Ovince Peru cards and a couple returns. You see some are in gold, some are in blue. 2 different returns. Big time, a couple months apart. So getting some really nice cards here from Forrest Griffin. I think I have one more TTM to send him to get some duels completed. Dual autographs on card. Sent him one to sign, one to keep in a penny sleeve and marked for him to keep. He didn't want it, but inscribed it as requested. Hall of Fame. So really nice signatures. These 4 came in awesome. There's a Topps Fire and then a poster insert. Koji Horiguchi, who is a Ryzen champion. I think he's a flyweight. His only loss has been to Demetrius Johnson, who some of you may know is got the longest defending championship win streak. Some short sigs from Dos Anjos. This is disappointing that he gave us this scribble. He's got a nice signature when he does it full. Speaking of nice signatures, I did think actually this is an update. Thiago Alves. This one's kind of the worst of the 3. Here's a number to 88 Onyx of the 2012 Bloodlines. Here's a 2015 Champions and a 2014 Champions base. Made a swap with my buddy Sam on Instagram, Sam Rizzo. So I got this Marcus Davis highlight reel for my set. I did this 2010 set. I only had 2 or 3 I needed. And then this 2010, hard to see with my lighting. Sorry, guys. Got 2 of 2 from Andrei Arlovsky. So here's a 2016 Topps Chrome. And then Mario Yamasaki. Really hard to see in black. Black on black. That was given to me by Henry. Henry also does that round 1 set that you saw earlier, that big lot. This was some in person from a collector on the TTM MMA group. He hooked me up with a couple guys that were hard for me to get. Thomas Almeida. He's a Brazilian fighter, really hard to get. So nice to get 3 of 3 from him in blue. Francis Ngannou. He's gettable through the UFC Performance Institute in Vegas, but nice of him to get me that. And these are 2 short signatures from Chris Weidman. Really short ones. I actually got a really nice Chris Weidman on this shadow box right. Oh crap. Right there. You can see there's a big difference between that and, oh crap, I want this thing to tip on me. Between that and that. not so, no bueno, right? Not so good. So that's all right though. Still nice to get ink on the cards and to get them put away. Almost done, fellas. And then along with those in person, he also got me these small 4x6 from his in-person meetings with. This one I really like. This is Conor McGregor's coach, John Kavanagh, and then Khabib, who is one of the biggest competitors, or I don't want to say not competitors. He's going to be the biggest challenge for Conor if he gets past Tony Ferguson. Almost done, fellas. Chris Lytle on one. Chico Camus, who's a local guy who trains local here in Milwaukee. Mickey Gall was a swap. There's an NFL. I made a swap with somebody for one of my other Ken Stablers. So he had duplicates of this, so he asked to trade. So I said sure, no problem. James Wilkes, nice to get this done finally. L.I. Quinta, I think I may have shown these before, I'm not sure, but either way, they're sitting in the pile. Marco Huas, Randy Couture is an awesome signer, so if you're looking for somebody to send to, he's a UFC Hall of Famer. He's awesome to sign. So those are ones I picked up on COMC. Todd Duffy and Penn, I think I showed these in my last video, but that was forever ago. And this Alex Garcia, and then another UFC Hall of Famer, Pat Miletich, signed nicely in blue. I think I might have sent them the marker, I'm not sure. And again, guys, I'm doing this blind. Sometimes I look down at the iPhone to see if I'm actually getting them on camera or not. And then 2-2 from 3-3 from Donald Cerrone, who recently won in the main event versus Yancy Medeiros at UFC Austin. OMG, fellas, that took forever. There's a lot of stuff in there. Oh my goodness. Thanks for hanging with me. I hope everybody's doing well out there, and I'm gonna try not to be this few and far between for my videos. Oh, and here I forgot another one. My buddy Neil also hooked me up with is Jack Hager. You may know him as Jack Swagger. He's going to be fighting in Bellator coming up this summer, I think. Didn't want to forget that. So saw that sitting over there in the pile. Would have been a shame to have that sit there for another couple months waiting for a recap, so I can put that in my binder too. So everybody take care. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. I'm sure you deserve it. Have a good one. Peace.